Insiders. So I wanted to do this video on a phone tripod that I purchased on Amazon. Okay, so first things first, it comes with the instructions. They're very simple instructions. They're in different languages, but this is how it looks. It tells you exactly what to do. This side here just shows if you need to contact customer service, but everything on this side shows you how to use the tripod. Okay, so this is the tripod here. I've already started using it. I've used it a few times actually for videos, YouTube videos, and auditions. It comes with these little flip blocks here. It's 4 of them, and I'll show you guys the height of it so you guys can see how tall it is. I purchased the 81 inch because I wanted it to be as tall as possible. So we're just gonna go ahead and lock the base in place down here. And you could adjust this. I like to just have it like that, as flat as possible, but if you want to adjust, you can adjust it however you would like, but I like to put it all the way down here. So I have carpet, so one of the things that I noticed with this is that it doesn't balance well on carpet when you're using the extension, and I'll show you guys what the extension is that I'm talking about. But first we're gonna put this all the way up so you guys can see how tall it is. Okay, so this is the height. Now keep in mind I'm 5'6", and like I said, this is 81 inches. So it's just a little bit taller than me, which I like because I wanted it as tall as possible, like I said, just in case I had to adjust. But this is how it looks. I'm going to show you guys the different attachments that come with it. So first we have this flexible rod here. So you can twist and turn this however you like. To your desired position. I really like that, and it's very sturdy. This is heavy, so it's very sturdy. It feels like pretty good quality. So this is called the tripod head. You can actually adjust it here, and then there's also this little knob here that when you put the device on there, you can twist it in different directions. It kind of like locks, and this feels pretty sturdy as well. And then we have the phone mount here, so it also screws in as well, and then you can adjust it however you need to. I really like this phone mount because I have another one and it's not as easy to take the phone in and out, so I love how easy this is, and this feels very durable also. And then we have the remote. It also comes with its own little manual, so you can pair it to your phone, and it works for an iPhone as well as an Android. All right, so now we are going to attach the flexible rod. So I'm just gonna pull this down a little bit. So this flexi rod here is about the length as one of the extensions, just to give you guys an idea. So it adds more height. So you just twist it on. There's a little base here. Hold on, I want you guys to see the base. Okay, yeah, so you just see the base here, and then you twist it on. At the bottom of the rod, there's a little opening, so then you just twist it on here. So that's how it looks. And then if you extend it higher, it goes all the way up there. So if you needed it to be even taller than the actual tripod, this little flexible extension works perfectly. So then you could also, if I wanted to attach this piece here, the tripod head, I just screw this on here, and that's how that looks. And you can, like I said, you can use this to adjust it however you'd like. You could also use this for both a phone and a camera. I've used it for both. I've used it for my phone as well as my camera. But I'm going to show you guys, since this is a phone tripod, I'm going to show you guys how it looks with my phone. So for the phone, I'm going to use this phone attachment. So I'm just going to, and this has the little opening there to screw on here. So I'm just going to do that. And I'm just gonna take my phone. There you have it. So, like I said earlier, this does not do well on carpet. So it's on carpet, hence why I'm holding it. But as you can see, the phone is on here with the flexi rod. If I let it go, it's going to fall. Now what I'm going to try to do is just adjust the base to see if I can balance it a little bit better. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of height to the base to see if that works. No, that I feel like that made it worse. But it doesn't do well on carpet. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm not sure why it doesn't do well on carpet. That's so strange to me. So if I change the angle of the phone to make it a little more balanced and central, so if I put the phone in the middle, like towards the middle here, so now it's like in the middle, as central as possible. So we did that. And now it's a bit more balanced on the carpet. But the further left or right you go, it's not gonna hold up to it. So just keep that in mind. Like I said, I've used it a few times and it's worked fine. So this also doubles as a selfie stick. So I'm gonna show you guys how to convert the tripod into a selfie stick. All right, so this is the base. So you just loosen this top part here of the base, and then if you look at the bottom, there's a little piece here that you just screw off, and then you easily pull the base off. I'm just gonna screw it back on. Okay, so now it's a selfie stick, so you can adjust it how you would like, and you can use it as a selfie stick. Okay, so now I'm gonna take off the flexible rod here. And I'm gonna keep the phone in the phone mount, and I'm just gonna add this tripod head on top of here. And then I'm going to add the phone. I'll add it to the side. You can actually use this here to tighten the phone mount to the tripod head. And now we're all secure, and now the phone is attached by the tripod head instead of the flexible rod. So you can use either one of those, and like I said, this little piece here allows you to adjust and, you know, flip it whichever way you want. It's pretty sturdy, and then you can just lock it back in place in the position that you want, and then there you have it. You can take pictures, you can do videos, whatever you'd like. I feel like this is a pretty good find. There are some pros and cons, obviously, but for the most part and for the price, it was pretty good. Also, let's see how this remote works. Okay, so I've already programmed the remote to my phone, so I'm just gonna take a few pictures so you guys can see how it works. It has this little off and on button on the side. I don't know if you can see the off and on, but it says off and on here. All right, so the phone is to you guys, so you guys can just see. This light will turn on to just indicate that you're connected. So now that we're connected, I'm gonna take a few pictures so you guys can see. So if you wanted to take your own photos, you can. The remote is very discreet. You can just hold it in either hand. You can put it behind your back. You can hold it here like this. They'll never know. They'll never know. So love this thing. Comes in handy, especially if you're like out and about by yourself and you want to get some photos and you don't want to like hold up the phone yourself. You got the little remote here. You can just press the little button and do your thing. Okay guys, so final thoughts. As I told you before, I've used this tripod a few times. I actually use it out of town. I've used it for a lot of different things. So it travels well, it's lightweight, it's sturdy but still lightweight. It can fit easily in a suitcase. It's compact. Love all of that. The only thing I would say, or one of the only things that I would say, is that it doesn't do well on carpet. So if you have carpet, just keep that in mind. If you have something to like weigh down the tripod and you're on carpet, then it'll probably work okay. But just without any additional assistance, it doesn't do that well on carpet. But other than that, it's a really good tripod, very good find. And let me know if you guys have ever tried this particular tripod before, or if you've tried another phone tripod. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, Joyriders, love you lots.